hello there! I'm glad you could make it. I'm Oswald B. Thompson, the CEO of Coaster Coast.
Oh, Oswald, I didn't realize we had a guest. I'm terribly sorry. It didn't come up on my schedule.
Not to worry, Eugene. This is the person I was telling you about. You're looking at the successor of Coaster Coast. Well, providing everything goes smoothly, of course. I can't just hand them the keys to the kingdom now, can I?
Goodness, I do apologize. I've just checked my roster, and there you are, right between King Coaster and Queen Splash. Not quite sure how I managed to royally mess that up, but never mind. You're accounted for now.
Marvelous. Well, with that sorted, I think it's about time Eugene, our brilliant ride engineer, and I showed you the ropes. Consider this your official induction. Before we get started, we have a checklist of objectives from HR that we need to go through. I know. Now, I've got something that I think you'll enjoy. It's time to build your first ride. I'll hand you over to...
Splendid. Our guests will need a way to access the ride. So let's add an entrance gate. You will need to connect a queue path to the ride entrance. Without one, guests will not be able to access... We obviously won't need queues for guests leaving the ride. Could you imagine? So you'll need to make sure you're connecting a standard park... And that's it. That's all the steps for building a ride. If you do need a handy little way to remember those steps, I remember it as BEEP. Building, entrance, exit, path. Oh, and don't forget to open the ride.
It's also worth noting that our guests will have to pay for tickets to enjoy the rides in our parks. We control how much we charge, though. So let's encourage guests to ride our latest attraction by setting the ticket price to bargain for now. We can always increase the price later. The addition of a new ride will have given us
Tungkik kali. Kecilan suaranya. Kita main.
multiple different factors contribute to this rating. So, you'll want to pay attention to the part.
While driving the guest count up is good, we...
lengkap. Mau dibuka lagi.
Brilliant! Now, The guests will need somewhere to relieve themselves after all that intake. Why not build a toilet nearby? We wouldn't want our guests walking around with crossed legs now, would we? That isn't good for anyone's posture.
Okey, buka toilet. Membangun toilet. Kat mana ni? Gawat.
Speaking of walking, guests will get tired pretty quickly and their energy will drop if they don't have a place.
Just tiba.
Amazing work! The guests will be a lot happier now. However, it does come at a price. More food and drink in the park also means more waste.
Exactly.
Fantastic! That'll keep the park looking cleaner. We shouldn't stop there, though. Let's make the park look even better by adding some scenery around the ride you built. That way, guests can enjoy the view while they queue.
Skenario booster.
I think that's everything checked off the scenery list. Well done!
Wow! The park is looking great! I can see why Oswald picked you. You're a natural. Now, if we're to keep adding more rides or facilities, they need to be connected to the power grid. Select an existing generator to view its info panel and see how much electricity it's producing. As you can see, the generator is powering a network that covers the area filled with rides and facilities. Let's expand that network to cover an open area of the park. To do that, place and connect the additional power facility to the grid. Nicely done. It's all running very smoothly indeed. But to keep the generators maintained and working, you must hire mechanics. Without them, the generators will start gaining a condition penalty. Uh-oh. I must have jinxed it. We've had a ride break down. Good job we have those mechanics to go and nurse it back to health. An available mechanic will automatically be assigned to fix a broken ride. However, if one is not available, you will have to select the Call Mechanic button to reassign somebody to the job.
Hiring staff is just the beginning. Breaks are absolutely essential when it comes to keeping staff morale up. And just like guests, now the park staff have somewhere to go on their breaks and enjoy some peace and quiet. We just need to ensure our inquisitive guests don't go waltzing on in there for the free coffee, claiming to be lost.
We'll need to build a mechanic workshop. Here, mechanics will generate...
Let's leave the mechanic to it for now. We'll revisit this soon. Ah, just in time. Our mechanic has earned...
Oh my! Good. And place the coaster down wherever there is enough space. While we wait for the test to finish, let's take the opportunity to add some scenery around the coaster. Oh, and remember to open the ride like you did earlier on.
Oh, that is a beauty! Terrific work, you two. This is a coaster that truly deserves a place in the spotlight. So, how about we put together an advertisement to... While we wait for our cab... How was that?